Welcome back to another base raid, guys. This is the last base raid I did in the last wipe of the official premium community server. Now, this apartment base was up in Novaya Petrovka, which is a very northern base. Usually bases that far north have a lot of Tisy loot. They have a lot of Northwest Airfield base. And so I had some pretty high hopes going into this base. Now, from what I could see, there was at least one wall on the bottom. No way to hop it. And I wasn't sure if there were any walls up above. So I dropped some grenades. That's 6 right there. I ended up dropping 10 altogether later on. And now I got that second wave of grenades blown up, and that drawed in a good amount of zombies, so I had to jump up on this cart, take them out pretty quick, and then finish raiding it. So I got through that first wall, and now I ended up repairing that same wall and putting my own forecourt on there. Now usually when I'm solo raiding, I would do this just so that a base owner or that someone trying a third party won't come in and try to kill me for any raiding stuff I've left and to try to get the loot before I can. I've had multiple times where I've been raiding a base and another person will come up and they'll try to kill me while I'm raiding, because raiding makes a lot of noise, lots of explosions, lots of bullets going off. And so as a solo player, this just gives me a little buffer knowing, okay, no one's going to attack me from below. So I end up finding a second wall, and the first thing I do is hit it with a few claymores. So if you guys can tell, there is the framework behind the panels, and that's what I'm aiming at. If I can shoot out that framework, it will destroy the panels immediately, and I won't have to shoot through all the panels and then through all the framework. Shooting through framework takes 150 bullets, and so does panels. So if I were to shoot the panels first and then the framework, it would take 150 for the panels and then 150 for the framework. However, if I just put all 150 into the framework and it destroys those panels in front of it, I save myself 150 bullets. So shooting the framework whenever you can saves you a lot of bullets and saves you a lot of time. So there we go. We broke through the framework and the panels immediately broke off with it. Now, it's important whenever you go into a base, you always have your gun up, gun out, and you're ready to run into anybody. Now, I usually always go over the loot in my base, in the base that I raid, and this one's no different. In the tent, there was some medium tier ammo, a plate carrier, some scopes, a little bit of gas gear. Good stuff, but nothing super good like I was hoping for, this being a close to Tisy base. And then they were being pretty sneaky. They had a few crates here behind a doorway, but nothing too good in those either. Little building tools and some lower tier guns. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed or learned a little something, and stay tuned for the next one.